today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Here's Mecole Hardman. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading them out, their two-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his fourth season now from Clemson, Deshawn Watson.
Tremendous overall athlete, does everything that you're looking for. Big time in the quarterback run game against their better opponents, but can also operate skillfully from the pocket and can beat you with his mind as well.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading him out will be Deshaun Kaiser, the former 2nd-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft at quarterback.
And he saw flashes of exceptional ability in college. Size, arm talent, ability to break plays down with his legs and get into the secondary. He's a guy that with plenty of reps, he's got a chance to be a big-time player.
First down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
There's Mostert. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Thomas Davis on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On play action, Kaiser. He finds his target, Fuller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
3 yards.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Kaiser. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he's got Snead. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Mostert. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Down at the 18-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Kaiser, and he's got his man in down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Vinatieri's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the 20.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, it's Watson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Watson got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Green's got it over the middle. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That's a gain of 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try.
A 32-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, That's the one that bothers me more.
This pass into the arms of Snead. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Kaiser to throw it. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. We'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
Kaiser.
It'll be a gain of 9.
Complete.
And that'll make it 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Saints' 43-yard line.
Now Mostert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Kaiser. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And that one results in 35 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Kaiser. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
To Jack Doyle.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Hardman on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe roll down the other defense. We'll see. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Brought down.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson, and he whips that one incomplete there. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd and 19.
Operating from the gun. Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson, his throw incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of routing, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Kaiser. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
39-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
On 1st down, Watson gets this one to Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans! 39 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Deshaun Kaiser making his way out to the huddle. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now Deshawn Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. The return man here, T.J. Jones. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching is Deshawn Watson, who is the star of the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. Kaiser on first down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Kaiser. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he's going to be out. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Casey Hayward brought him down. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This is Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tackle. A gain of 3 on the play. First down.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Kaiser throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Deshawn Watson making his way back out. The focus of our players' spotlight. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves. Not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Watson completes it to Hardman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
One of the selling points of the in route is against a quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
This Tampa Bay front was the toughest group to run the football against last year, and you can see why with plays like that. This is a good unit that got into the backfield and stopped that play before it could get started.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down into 38. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the oddball. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made by K1 Short. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Bucs.
From the gun, here's Watson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Watson able to find Waller. That's complete.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And the lead is up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw is Kaiser. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Kaiser.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
And 8 at the 42-yard line.
To the air again, Kaiser. Here's Fuller with a catch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Will Fuller, 42 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Adam Vinatieri.
Here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Hardman on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, it's Watson. And caught, right side, Green. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st
first and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Here's Watson. Flush. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
A 6-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Makes the score Saints 30, Buccaneers 20.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. A first down throw for Kaiser. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
And it brings up third down.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Complete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw. But he's got Snead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Kaiser now to throw on first down. A slant to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the Saints' 45-yard line.
They hand it off to Mostert. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 40-yard line.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. And the Buccaneer first down.
First down, Kaiser. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Kaiser. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Tampa Bay.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, he's got to
feel right.
Exactly.
Adam Vinatieri for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Hardman on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Saints again ready to go on offense.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it again with Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And they will take a knee here. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop.